abject cowardice.
I thought you had the situation in hand.
Oh, I was begging for your help. You just turned around and left. I thought, my God, what kind of man could just turn around and... Oh, blast! Blast, blast, blast!
Are you all right, Mr. Lyon?
No, I'm not all right, Detective. Your damnable contraption has given me the yips.
The yips?
The yips. I set up perfectly. I swing perfectly. And yet every time, disaster.
Well, I hardly think a machine can be held responsible.
I may never win another golf game again. Not here. Certainly not in St. Louis at the Olympic Games. Whilst representing the fine people of Canada. Look, you look like a dumb fool in those knickers.
Sir, what are you doing here?
He was just ahead of the foursome when Benedict went into the woods. He could have seen him and he could have killed him.
But, sir, Mr. Lyon's cleats are not a match.
Mr. Lyon didn't have his cleats checked. You didn't go back to the clubhouse after your round, did you, Mr. Lyon? Why would I? I had an engagement. Or you saw what our constable was doing in there and you buggered off.
Mr. Lyon, I need to see your shoe.
Just because I insulted your contraption?
Your shoe.
George Lyon, you're under arrest for the murder of James Benedict.
Express title loans from Speedy Cash. You don't need a clear title to get up to $5,000. To apply, just provide your vehicle registration, bank account, and income. Plus, right now, you get 30 days with no payments. Speedy Cash. Now that's simple, fast, and friendly.
You know when you're at Ross and that cute dress gets even cuter? Yes! Or when you can say yes to both? Sure. Or when you find that brand at that price? Are you kidding me? Yeah. That's yes for less. And that's what Ross always has in store. Whoa. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It feels even better when you find it for less at Ross. Yes for less.
I'm Jeffrey Phillips of Phillips Law Group. More than 20 years ago, I lost my mother due to someone else's negligence. I was in shock and wanted to make sure this situation didn't happen to someone else. My family hired a lawyer to seek justice, and that sparked my interest in helping injured people. Now, many years later, my Arizona law firms have helped more than 155,000 clients recover hundreds of millions of dollars. Phillips Law Group, 602-222-2222.
Not everything in life is clear, but an express loan from Speedy Cash is. You don't need a clear title to apply, just your vehicle registration, bank account, and income. When you provide your registration, if approved, keep your keys, keep your card, get your cash up to $5,000. Speedy Cash.
Made them champions. Ordinary people facing insurmountable odds. I'm CBS 5's Paul Horton.
And I'm David Kimberly from Sanderson Ford.
Once a month on CBS 5, meet amazing Arizonans overcoming incredible challenges.
Stories of inspiration and courage that deserve to be told.
Now CBS 5 and Sanderson Ford want to share their stories. Challenges to Champions. The last Sunday of the month at 5:30 and 10. Sponsored by Sanderson Ford on CBS 5, Arizona's Family.
Murdoch Mysteries will be back after a word from our sponsors.
Allergies make me miserable. It's hard to breathe and sleeping's awful. My doctor told me about Navage for allergy relief without drugs.
Navage relieves congestion fast by pulling saline in one nostril and out the other. Navage flushes out allergens, pollen, mucus, and germs.
I can breathe again and I sleep better. Navage is like nature's decongestant.
Find out for yourself and stop suffering. Try Navage for 90 days with zero risk when you buy online at Navage.com.
The bladder control aisle. You won't shop here again. Your private business is your own. The constant struggle is over. Now there's a better way. It's HDIS. We home deliver bladder control products. We understand how you feel. For over 25 years, we've home delivered to many of the 20 million Americans who deal with incontinence. We offer all brands. We pay shipping and use plain, unmarked boxes. If we can help you or someone you care for, call for your free product sample pack and $45 in money-saving coupons. Our counselors will help you choose the right product. And unlike stores, we're always in stock. You'll get what you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. HDIS, the better way.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog, $45 in money-saving coupons, and free product samples, call 1-800-806-9078. That's 1-800-806-9078.
There's one thing still bothering me. We know that Wilbur Benedict's putter was the murder weapon, but no one was seen with it that day. That means it had to have been stashed in the woods ahead of time. So, the killer had to have known that Benedict would go into those woods. But how could George Lyon have known that? How could anyone have known that? I have no idea either. Oh, that's odd. Now, what do you suppose is wrong with this little fellow? That ball was amongst the ones that George had found in the lake. It's possible that it was just a bad ball, but it's also possible that it was weighted on purpose. And if one ball was weighted on purpose, it's possible that others were also. Like the one that James Benedict hid into the woods.
A bunch of golf balls that don't work right, so?
Sir, I cut one of those open. They weren't manufactured by accident. They were finely designed to veer off course when hit squarely.
All right. So Lyon gives Benedict this special ball. He knows that every time he uses it, he'll end up in the woods. So he goes there and waits for him.
Except that it wasn't George Lyon.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. The victim would have noticed a weighted ball while putting on the 13th green. Therefore, the exchange had to have happened between there and teeing off on the 14th.
And George Lyon wasn't there.
The killer had to have been part of the victim's foursome. Ah, Mr. Lyon, I'm terribly sorry.